Coach. We'll start with Jen Hale, followed by Todd Graffinini.
Good evening, Coach. Could you give us any more details surrounding this test for Zion? What happens next, and if he's having to quarantine away from the team right now?
He had inconclusive results, and the timing became a factor. He's not with us here at the game tonight. He's back in his hotel room, and we'll know more as further results come back.
Down 3 starters, including your entire backcourt, Coach. How do you make up for those absences tonight? Who are you circling to step in?
Well, guys have just got to step up and play well. Both Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Kyra Lewis will play at the point tonight. Neither one of them has played any point guard for us yet this year. It's a great opportunity for them. They have practiced hard the last 3 days. Both looked really good. And it'll be good to see them in a game. And then obviously, we've got J.J. Redick, Sandarius Thornwell, Najee Marshall if we need him to fill out the backcourt. But those 2 guys will handle the point guard duties.
And finally for me, Coach, it looks like, at least statistically, rebounding is an area where the Pelicans could have a distinct advantage tonight. Clippers last in the league in that. How important is crashing the glass tonight to what the Pels need to do?
It's always important for us. It's an area where we need to be really good. We're missing Zion tonight, which will hurt a little bit. But, it's an area that we need to be able to count on every night.
Coach, obviously not the situation that you wanted, but you have not played since Friday. Have you had a chance maybe to hit the reset button a little bit, and can you take it as a positive to get a couple of extra days of practice when you wouldn't have had it?
I mean, you never know. I mean, there's positives and negatives in every situation. So, the practices were good. That helped. Would I have rather played the game against Dallas? Yes. So, but there's good in everything. There's bad in everything. You just move on and play. You don't have time to think about really was it good or not, or you just do what you can with every day.
Clippers are the number 1 3-point shooting team in the league. How important are the closeouts going to be tonight in the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, it's an area where we need to get better. I went through the other night. Our video guys put together, a clip of every 3 we've given up this year. And, one of the things that we have talked about with our team in terms of improvement is that we need to be able to cut down the number of threes we're giving up with still protecting the paint, not backing off, not stretching our defense out. I mean, part of it is getting back. We've given up 21 threes, I think, on the year in transition. So we need to cut those down. Some of it is just we can close out harder. Some of it is better reads. There's times where we're in to help, where the ball's already contained and we can be out. So there's some areas that we can improve on as we go, but we've got to make sure that we're improving on that part of the defense without sacrificing paint protection. So not an easy thing to do, but something that over time I think we can get better doing.
And Christian Clark with Noel.com here. You've talked about, since training camp, the need to be adaptable. Now that the health and safety protocol, I guess, has affected one of your rotation players, I mean, is that kind of your reaction that this is just part of it? This is just this season?
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing we can do about any of this. I mean, guys are going to be out, whether the tests are conclusive or not. And, when you got a game on the schedule, you show up and play it unless the league does what they did Monday and tells you not to. So it's really got to be that simple. You just, you can't plan ahead too much. You can't think what's going on. And you just get up every day and start with a plan and get ready to adapt when stuff comes.
Coach, two questions for you, if I may. The first, was there any sort of concern with any other players around Zion's test, or was it just specifically he had the inconclusive result? Let's figure out what's going on with him and move on from there.
Yeah, I don't know as far as anybody else, Andrew. Until they know whether, until the league is satisfied conclusively one way or another, I don't think they'd move on with any kind of contact tracing or anything. So.
Got it. And the second one, do you have a starting lineup in mind tonight? Could we see some BI at the 4 minutes because of the the absences? Have you settled in on that yet?
I mean, yeah, we know who we're going to start. So, I'm not going to release it right now, but we know who we're going to start. And you could, as the course of the game goes on, any question you come up with for tonight, could we see? The answer would be yes.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I've also got two questions. Sorry, and the first one, I know you're a problem-solving guy. I mean, is there a way the league can avoid something like this happening, a guy having to miss a game because of an inconclusive test? Is just one of those things where it happens and you got to deal with it?
Yeah, look, I don't know the answer to that, if there would be a way to avoid it. I'm sure if they could, they would. I don't think they like anybody being out, but certainly not somebody of Zion's stature. So if they could avoid it, they would. And look, the league, they have their protocols and they go about it, and they've adjusted them several times and obviously made some of the rules stricter just a couple days ago. So, things are changing all the time as this thing goes on. Listen, I mean, we've just got to understand where we are. And like I said to you before, or after practice the other day, like, look, this is about a deadly pandemic. 4,400 people died in this country yesterday of the virus. And so we'll deal with whatever we have to deal with to go out and play an NBA basketball game. But that's not what's important in this pandemic, a part of it. I'm not saying the game's not important. It's important to all of us. But when we're talking COVID stuff, what's important is we need to stop the spread the best we can. 4,400 people in one day in this country died yesterday of COVID. This is serious stuff. And we need to prevent the spread as much as we can. And if this kind of stuff will help prevent the spread, I don't know that it will, but if it will, then fine.
Absolutely. And my last one is just, where do things stand with Alonzo and Eric right now? How are they feeling? Do you think this is something that'll extend beyond tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, again, Alonzo's got, some of that tendinopathy, and, he's working hard at the rehab. When he's ready to go, he'll be ready to go. I don't know when that will be. Will it be the next game against the Lakers? Will it be Sacramento, Utah? I don't know. Eric, it's just been a crazy situation with the eye irritation. It sounds like no big deal, but man, when you take a look at his eyes, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the guy can't, get them open fully. And so when that will be better, we don't know. I mean, we would have hoped it would have been by today, and it's not. So I'd like to say, well, yeah, by the Laker game, he'll be fine, but I don't have any way of knowing that.
Hi Coach, it's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Coach, do you think that the coronavirus could make the league uneven, as some teams lose players and cannot play with the best they have? What do you think of the possibility of going back to the bubble? Thanks.
I mean, as far as the competition, of course, it has an effect. I mean, the other night, Dallas would have had to play shorthanded against us, but the game gets canceled. So they don't really have any penalty for that game, and then other teams have had to play shorthanded. So certainly it's going to have an effect, but that's just the way it is in this year. As far as the bubble, I haven't heard any talk of that at all. I'm not saying it's impossible. Again, the league comes out with new stuff virtually every day in terms of how they're approaching this, and, we'll see what they come up with next. I'm sure that Adam Silver and the NBA office are looking at every possibility every single day. That's the only thing I'm confident of.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.
All right.